to Mr. Gallant and the Tories who came out here. But I can tell you something, I'd rather be standing on this step stool than sitting on the fence like they are. I got into politics to deal with the tough issues, to make hard decisions, and part of being a leader is to make sure that you can build that consensus within your own party. And for me as a New Democrat, there is nothing more central to my values than equal opportunity and equal rights for men and women, and that includes reproductive rights. The men and women inside this legislature have spent 3 minutes and 12 seconds discussing this issue in the last years. Give us to September, we're going to blow those doors wide open and we're going to open those doors and have a people's government that listens to the voice of our young people, to the voice of women across this province. We're going to say loud and clear that the law is the law and you must respect it. The law is the law. The time has come and gone to talk of judicial reviews. The Supreme Court of Canada, my Canada, our country, decided this in 1988 before many of you were born. We are not going to let another generation of New Brunswickers grow up in a province where one group of people is discriminated against. We are going to make sure that these regulations are repealed, as David so correctly said. The Premier can do this with a stroke of a pen, and that's why last week we presented this motion. You can see part of it on the back of the postcards that have been handed out today. We handed it to Mr. Gallant's office, to the Premier's office, and we said, repeal 8420 and do it now. I'm sure many of you are going to be shocked to know we have not had a response. But there will be a response. There will be a response in the weeks to come, because the message I want to make sure gets out today is this has to be the beginning of this discussion. It's a real conversation. There are people on both sides. We have to go out and engage with people, talk, and make sure that the men and women in this legislature listen before they rise for the summer, before we go into an election campaign where we know for sure there are two parties, based on the evidence, who don't want to talk about this. And if they don't take the offer, made in all kindness and goodwill, to take this opportunity in the weeks to come, to really give choice to the women of New Brunswick, then in September, it will no longer be these MLAs who have the choice of what they do in that house, but you, the people of New Brunswick. And we know that the choice of the people of New Brunswick is pro-choice. Merci beaucoup.